Good morning, friends. So I thought it might be fun to do a day in the life of a full-time photographer today. So that's why I look like this. I was gonna do makeup and everything, but the reality is I don't put makeup on first thing in the morning. So I wanted to go with you what I do every morning to just kind of set up my day for success as best as I can. The first thing I do is I write my top threes I want to get done for the day, and then I kind of time block my day. So I'll show you what today's gonna look like. Planner that I use is the Day Designer planner. I absolutely love it. It's just beautifully done. It's really high quality and I love writing things down. It just helps me. So you get like a month overview, which I write down important dates, but I also love this section where you can break down. So here it already has your top three. You can, your days schedule by hour, and you can write additional things to do, notes, like, daily gratitude, which is cute. They even have like due dates and budgets and dinner and all that fun stuff. So I absolutely love this thing. It's really helped my productivity. So for today, I actually have a brand session, doing an indoor because it's January and it's absolutely icky today. You'll see later, but and then a street team meeting, which I'll talk more about what that is later. So I put my two big things first. So I put already out in my day. So I plan everything around that. And then the last thing I need to do is work on my course. So what my course is, I've actually wanted to do this for a long time. I've just been kind of intimidated about creating it and the process of it because it is quite a beast to handle. But I am creating a digital course for beginners in photography. So I want to talk about how to find good lighting, what makes a photo interesting, what all those crazy numbers mean on your camera, some focus tips, and some basic editing tips. So that's what I need to work on today. I really want to launch it in March is what I'm hoping for, and I'm speaking that to hold myself accountable. But yeah, so if you guys are curious about that, you'll probably hear me talk about it, but that's one of the big things I need to work on today as well. So now I'm just gonna go through my whole day, that time block, and just kind of realistically, that's so key, realistically give myself time every block of hour of what I need to be doing in order to get at least the top three done. If I can get the top three done, I feel accomplished for the day. And I'm an Enneagram type 3 if you're into those, and I'm very much a task-oriented, goal achiever type of person. And so I used to create these long to-do lists because there's always so much to do, right, as a business owner. But then I just feel overwhelmed, and even if I got a couple things done, I never felt accomplished because I didn't get my whole list done. So I decided to rework that, do the top three, feel like I was moving the needle in my business, and that has worked so much better. Kind of got my day mapped out. I usually start at 8. I got a little late start today because my dogs, love them to death, but they took a little while this morning to take care of the business. So, and I had to take a shower and all that stuff. So here we're gonna just get started on the day. First thing to do is usually client care, email, admin stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do first. Guys, so it's breakfast time. Again, I'm just running a little behind. It's already 10 o'clock in the morning, so I need to eat something. So I am on a weight loss journey. If you are curious, I do have another channel, so if you're into that stuff. But what I'm gonna do for breakfast is just like saute some onions and mushrooms and do like an egg scramble. And then I'm gonna do like one protein waffle and a couple pieces of bacon. So more high fat protein for my breakfast just because it keeps me fuller longer. And then I'll eat my carbs closer to when I work out later today. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like in the end. Finished product, so egg scramble with mushrooms and onions, bacon, and a protein waffle. So this should be hold me over. Okay guys, so I had my breakfast, got ready for the day, feel like a new person. So now what I need to do is kind of research and get inspiration for the brand session I'm gonna do this afternoon. So my client is into very health and wellness and natural beauty products. So she gave me a couple different like influencer names that she likes the style of. So I'm going through their pages, just kind of looking at the overall style she wants, which is pretty similar to my style anyway. But I like to really get to know what they're after, because most of my clients that do the brand stuff with me come to me about, I'd say like once a quarter, just to get new stuff, new content for their social media and website. So I want to keep it fresh. I want to keep it exciting. So we're going to try to get through some wardrobe changes, as well as get lots of like product photography and lifestyle shots and all those kind of things. So I'm going to show you kind of what she's going for and just give you a little peek there. So we're going for shots like this, really bright, really clean, some fun where she's not looking always at the camera. This is one of the influencers, this isn't her, but so really cute, just bright shots. And then she also likes this kind of blogger style. So obviously they're different editing styles, but she wants the overall feel to be lifestyle, just kind of this like fashion blogger, but also with her products. So that gives me a pretty good idea of what we're going through. So brand photography is a great way to get into photography. It's super fun for me anyway. And it's a great way to kind of supplement your income if it's not full-time for you yet. Because the internet is so large and there's so many opportunity online. Even if people are doing MLMs or selling, products and stuff. I mean, obviously you have to be careful about like license and agreements, but overall, influencers and people wanting to make a business online, they want good content and they need good photos because it's so important. So it's a great way to pitch yourself and get those return clients. Especially for me, since I specialize in high school seniors, sometimes, return clients don't happen for me because it's just once a year and then I have to get a new clientele the next year. I mean, I'll get siblings and stuff every once in a while, but brands for me are a really good way to develop relationships. Now, if you are going to do brand photography, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is listen. Really make sure you're asking good questions when you're interviewing people. Make them feel heard and like you understand their style. Like odds are, if they're coming to you already and they've seen your work, they like your style, but just asking what their brand message is, what their vision is, a few shots that they really hope to get out of. And then the way you can come across really confident is kind of create a shot list or a couple ideas like, oh, I love that idea. This is what I would do or suggest. And if you give them a couple suggestions or maybe offer an idea that they haven't normally thought of, that will go a long way to impressing them and booking with you, because because brand photography is getting more and more popular and there's more competition, but there are ways to really serve that amazing like customer service and really offer them, because that's a really good relationship if you can kind of solidify that. Obviously you have to deliver, but yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of creating a shot list in my mind, because the place I'm renting today, because it's way too cold in January in Idaho to go outside, only allows me to be there for an hour. So I have to get in and get out and be really efficient and intentional. I don't want the client to feel rushed, but I do need to be intentional. And anyway, more and more experience, you'll get to know what you're looking for. So I tend to like to flow through whether I want to do products first, lifestyle, and then together, or whatever I decide. And then this client today is going to be a little bit easier as far as like the flow, because I've worked with her before and she's amazing. And so we kind of know each other already. So I'm able to like start quicker versus like a brand new client. I'd want to like get to know them a little bit and make them comfortable in front of the camera. So I always try to do that for clients, but that is just a little tidbit of advice if you're getting into brand photography. And if you have any more questions about that, leave them down below. It's a really good genre to get into. So if you have more questions about that, let me know and I'll see if I can help. Guys, I'm about to head out to my brand session, so I just wanted to go over the equipment I'm using. So I'm bringing my Canon 5D Mark II body, my 35mm 1.4 Sigma art lens, and I'll probably be shooting with this the whole time just because it's a smaller space and it's a lifestyle shot. But I'm also going to bring my 50mm 1.4 lens. Just depends on what kind of headshots and stuff we want. And then of course I'm always bringing my 5-in-1 reflector. I think it's about 50 inches, so it's pretty big, but it is my go-to to get good lighting. So off I go. Okay guys, sorry, I've kind of sucked at vlogging this afternoon. I just kept running late. But the photo shoot went well. It always feels like I'm like dusting off cobwebs the first shoot of the year. But it went good. Like I said, I've known my client and stuff, so that helped. But it also got a hailstorm at the end. So even though we were inside, it just got super dark. So, but for the most part, we got almost a whole hour in there. So that's good. I'll post a couple pictures real quick, pop them in here so you can see what they were like. And then by the time I got home, I had to take care of my dogs and all that stuff. Then it was time for my meeting with a client. So I am building my street team. And because I specialize in high school seniors, I guess you could call it like a senior rep program or a model team. That's the easiest way to understand it. But to me, it's much more than a model team. Yes, I do photo shoots with them throughout the year, but we also do a lot of like a group activities together, like community volunteering opportunities, parties, just classes, like makeup classes, stuff like that. So it's really fun. The girls get to really build good friendships with each other, and I'm just totally in their corner all year long. So I'm building up my team right now for the new year. I think I have about 10 girls right now, and I still got a couple weeks left. I usually have between 10 and 20 girls a year. So yeah, I'm going for the class of 2021, which is crazy to think about, but when you're in business, you just always are thinking about the next year and planning for it. So yeah, I meet with them. I meet with the potential team member and their mom, and I just go over the whole year and talk about all that fun stuff. And let me see if let me show you the little magazine I put together. So yeah, that's what I've put together. It just kind of showcases my work, and it gives them a chance to flip through while I talk about myself in the program and everything there. So I did that, and then I had to go to the store real quick. So it's now like 5:30 and I'm getting home, and I'm going to try to make myself wrap up for the day. That's the hardest part about being a business owner and working from home, is actually having boundaries and stopping work, because it's right there. But my husband's home and everything. So it's pretty easy when he's asking for dinner and all that stuff. But I think I am going to try to get a workout in tonight. I'm feeling pretty tired, but I got to make myself being healthy and making priorities for self-care is really on my list this year. I did not do good last year, and I gained a lot of weight, and I just was uncomfortable. So I'm working on that this year. I have to make it a priority because it's the easiest thing for me to let go on my list. So I got to do the workout. But other than that, my day is pretty wrapped up, and I want to do better about actually vlogging everything next time. But I just wanted to give you a little insight. As far as my top 3, I did get my meeting done. I got my brand session done. I didn't get anything on my course done that I would like to. I just didn't have enough time today, and that happens, and that's okay. So we'll just move that on to the next day, and I'll get this up as soon as I can. And comment below if you want to see another day in the life, or what part of being working from home that you're most curious, and I will try to get that to you guys. Thank you again for clicking on this video, and if you got to the end, bless you. I appreciate you. It really supports me. And like I said, be on the lookout for that course that's coming soon. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.